Boundaries are often misunderstood. If we haven't met, my name is LaToya. We think boundaries are about control, about pushing people away, about protecting ourselves from being overwhelmed. But boundaries can also be an act of trust. Healthy boundaries aren't about fear, they're about stewardship of your time, your energy, and your capacity. Setting healthy boundaries doesn't mean you're trying to manage everything. It can mean you're trusting God enough to release what you were never meant to carry. It's an act of faith, not withdrawal. We've talked about trust without understanding, guidance that unfolds gradually, obedience that leads to clarity, and waiting without assuming something is wrong. Boundaries often set right in the middle of all of that. Boundaries mark the places where you stop striving and allow God to lead instead. Many of us hesitate to set boundaries because we worry about how they'll be perceived. Will people misunderstand? Will it look unkind? Will it feel uncomfortable? Those are some of the questions that often cross our minds. But trust doesn't always feel comfortable. Sometimes trust looks like saying no so you can remain present when you're meant to say yes. Boundaries don't mean you're doing less. It often means you're doing what actually aligns. They create space for obedience to breathe and for peace to take root. If you're being invited to set new boundaries, that doesn't mean you're pulling away. It could mean you're learning how to trust differently, trusting God with what you're releasing, and trusting yourself to honor what you've been given. You don't have to have it perfectly figured out. Just remember you're allowed to grow. I'm really glad you spent this time with me. We'll keep having these conversations.